they showing the last dance when Scottie got slapped up. Is that when the video footage first came out? That's might be why he bad for real. They was showing that boy get. Come here, Scottie, you ain't.
Basically voiced his opinions and that. And when I read what Shaquille O'Neal said, I was taken aback because he put a very strong warning, serious warning out to Scottie Pippen that if he were to ever try that in front of him, things would get pretty ugly. But before we get into Shaq's comments, this video is brought to you by
Shaq ball him, like, boy, what you?
In an episode of the Big Podcast, Shaq was updated on Pippen's claims of being better than Jordan. Shaq's tone turned serious upon hearing this and said he didn't say.
See the title, man. Let's get to it.
As you guys know, the fallout between Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan has just been one of the most disappointing fallouts that we've seen in recent history in any field, whether it be entertainment, music, entertainment, sports, whatever it is you want to call it. A lot of people have been really disappointed to see the relationship of Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen just kind of wither away, right? And all of this was precipitated by the Last Dance documentary that came out in 2020. But I personally believe that it's something that's been festering for much longer than that.
Nah, yeah, it had to been. It had to been because Loss probably was on low Mark, low Mark since a youngin'. You know what I'm saying? So that, then plus the Last Dance, Scottie not getting no shine like Mike, he probably a little tight. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? Now Mark and Loss are married, you know what I'm saying? And then Loss taking his bread, you know what I'm saying? It's just...
You guys know during the pandemic,
the
Last Dance documentary came out, docuseries came out.
I wouldn't be embarrassing myself on the internet like this though. I wouldn't be talking, you know what I'm saying, making dumb comments. I would just be tight though. I'll be tight.
Like 10 parts if I'm not mistaken. And it was basically covering the championship Bulls, but predominantly focused on Michael Jordan. They talked about the key players or characters in that story, and one of them was Scottie Pippen, and apparently they showed parts of Scottie Pippen's journey that I think Scottie Pippen didn't feel was right, and it didn't sit well with him. The minute that happened, he went to the Dan Patrick show, and he basically...
Wait, they showing the Last Dance when Scottie got slapped up? Is that when the video footage first came out? That's might be why he bad for real. They was showing that boy get. Come here, Scottie, you ain't.
Basically voiced his opinions, and that's really where it all got started.
I think it was
right?
David Robinson.
Jackson
like
started going at MJ, and ever since then, it's been one attack, literally after the other. One attack after the other. Now, the irony in all of this is that in the midst of all of this, we've never heard MJ actually publicly say anything in response to Scottie Pippen. You know, we heard people connected to Jordan like Stephen A. Smith or Charles Oakley say that their relationship is over, but we've never heard MJ actually comment on it himself. And then recently, you know, the thing got even more messy when Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, Larsa Pippen, then started dating Michael Jordan's son, I believe is his older son, which made matters even worse and absolutely disgusting, to be quite honest with you. And recently, MJ was, I guess, somewhere, and a paparazzi member asked Michael Jordan his thoughts about it, and in terms of like, does he support it, the union between, or the relationship between his son and Larsa Pippen, and MJ said, no, I don't support it at all. So those were Michael Jordan's comments. Now, this weekend, funny enough, I was actually scrolling through.
And if y'all didn't know, Michael Jordan actually pushed back on that comment. You know what I'm saying? Went on a interview. This is what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Don't quote me. I don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see the interview, but I heard that Michael Jordan's son and Larsa Pippen went on an interview, you know what I'm saying, and basically made a comment about, he was asked about Michael Jordan saying no, and he said basically that Mike's lying. Basically, that's basically the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm being here.
I was scrolling through Facebook. Funny enough, scrolling through Facebook, and I seldom read anything from Facebook. But I was scrolling through Facebook, and I came across an article that essentially features some comments that Shaquille O'Neal had to make about Scottie Pippen in terms of the way he's been disrespecting Michael Jordan in the public over the last few years. And when I read what Shaquille O'Neal said, I was taken aback because he put a very strong warning, serious warning out to Scottie Pippen that if he were to ever try that in front of him, things would get pretty ugly. But before we get into Shaq's comments, this video is brought to you by
Shaq go ball him. Like, boy, would you stop playing, Scottie? We do how we did you back in the day.
Who's also the official sponsor of the T-Wolves. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is today? Crazy. It's identity theft. Imagine trying to log into your email only to see that your password has been changed. Then you start getting weird notifications over auras any of your credentials. In addition, credit card aura for free using the link in the description. Also know that you're supporting this channel.
What the hell?
So let me just read what the article has to say. It says Shaquille O'Neal once threatened to punch Scottie Pippen for his Michael Jordan slander. It continues on. Shaq gets serious and threatens Scottie Pippen. And then goes on. It says, Scottie Pippen has been consistently criticizing and questioning Michael Jordan's legacy and abilities over the past few years, leading to widespread disapproval from NBA fans and former players who find Pippen's behavior unnecessary and disrespectful. Among those who have taken a strong stance against Pippen's action is the formidable Shaquille O'Neal, who went as far as threatening physical violence towards the six-time NBA champion as a response to Pippen's ongoing attacks on Jordan's greatness. Right in the esophagus. In an episode of the Big Podcast, Shaq was updated on Pippen's claims of being better than Jordan. Shaq's tone turned serious upon hearing this and said, he didn't say that, Shaq said. He never said that. If that man says that in front of me, I'm going to hit him right in the esophagus. Yeah, I'm going to drop him. Do not finish that sentence. Now, some people will say, oh, well, this is a very, very old story. It's a very, very old story. Well, this article was just published by Virgil. I can't pronounce the person's last name, Villanueva, and it was published on July 13th of 2023. So they published it there. So I'm just reacting to this article, and I was totally unaware that Shaq had said this about Scottie Pippen. None of this really surprises me. I recently heard Draymond Green a number of months back basically say that he left Scottie Pippen off of his all-time defenders list because of the way he's been going in Michael Jordan. Scottie Pippen has turned off a lot of people with his Michael Jordan slander. He's turned off a lot of people.
But even that though, like I get it, Draymond, but still, like, what he's saying now doesn't really change how good of a defender he was. You know what I'm saying? I understand you upset with him because of the things he's doing off the court now. But we got to start separating the player and the person, y'all. Real shit. That's what we got to start doing.
Jordan slander.
He's
turned off a lot of people. A lot of fans. There were fans of that Bulls dynasty. A lot of them are disappointed in Scottie. How do I know? Because we produced numerous amounts of shows on this fallout, and I've read the comments. A lot of people have been absolutely disgusted by what Scottie Pippen is doing. A lot, and might I add, a lot of these people are Chicago Bulls fans. Chicago Bulls fans, people that were very close to that team, you know, that supported the team. A lot of them are disappointed, right? Because a lot of it seems over the top, number one. Number two, you cannot tell me that all of that anger that you have inside of you, all of it is because of one person. Number three, a lot of these fans are befuddled because they're like, but wait a minute. Every time we have ever heard Jordan speak about you publicly, he has always said positive things about you. Always. As a matter of fact, when you were inducted into the Hall of Fame during your Richmond speech, Hall of Fame and Richmond speech, Jordan was the one that introduced you. So this big bad person that you feel all this animosity.
And then when Jordan was in his speech, didn't Jordan bring up Pippen, talking about if I ain't had Pippen, I wouldn't even got here. Things like that. I'm pretty sure. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I know he brought up Pippen at least once in the Hall of Fame speech.
Animosity towards this person has had your back all the time. Whenever Jordan, they were asking him if he had a starting five, he had to play, he would always pick Scottie Pippen first. So we can't find any audio or articles of Jordan slandering Scottie But we can find countless numbers of articles and videos of Scottie Pippen slandering Jordan. And it looks even worse because Jordan doesn't respond. That's what makes it look even worse. So it looks like Scottie is arguing with himself. So to me, man,
that's the bad
what
part.
Shaq said, it surprised me a bit. But I think a lot of people are now turned off by some of the things that Scottie Pippen has been saying, like when he recently came out and said that MJ is a terrible player. You know that there's something deeper there for him to even come out and say something that ridiculous. So what I want to know from you guys, number one, what do you think about what?
That's the end of this one, though, y'all. I know what to do, man. If you enjoyed, share the video with your peoples on the social media platforms. Click on the last reaction, like the video, comment, subscribe. Turn on post notifications too, bro. I'm out of here.